Reddit.
Yeah, do the same idea.
You're on Reddit. That's not being busy.
I'm doing my scroll downs.
Reddit scroll down.
Yeah,
We're gonna go to the gym later, and I'm really excited about it.
Okay.
We haven't been to the gym together in like at least a year or so.
That's true.
I'm excited for that. That'll be fun.
We're gonna go. That's
These ones. Those are the most important.
Yeah, the shake weights. My gym is just shake weight.
Hey friends, Graham's back.
Hi friends.
I saw a thing the other day that was talking about like Google keeps recommending like search engine optimization and like how to be an influencer shit to me, and it was saying like pick a name for your followers, and I started noticing that in all my like YouTube videos I'm looking at. People are always like naming like guardians or like guildies or whatever, and now whenever I say hey friends, I feel like I'm doing that, and I'm not. It's just me doing a thing. Anyway, that feels bad, right?
Yeah.
It's like a thing, but it's one of those like tricks that people tell you to do in order to like make your viewers stay more attached.
Which ones can we use? Okay, not brothers because that's exclusive, but like Grey Knights, what do they got?
Those are Battle Brothers.
Oh yeah, you could say what's up, Battle Brothers.
Sons of. Oh, I hate. Moving on. Today we're gonna
Greetings,
play.
wise magisters.
Today we're gonna play boarding actions. We're doing a fun variant though from White. Why did you make a bird sound?
I was looking at the birds.
From White Dwarf issue 484, there were some variant rules in here for boarding actions, and it's really cool. So essentially, it comes with these little tiles that you cut out and you put on the board upside down. I'm going to mix them around after this, but it comes with these tiles, and the tiles, when you approach them, you flip them and they do something special. For example, that one that I just revealed, which was like snaky sad face. Diseased vent, necrotic exhalations. When a unit is within 4 inches of invisible, this warp infected entity tile, each tile model in that unit makes an attack, subtract 1 from the attack roll. So it's basically like, the fluff about this Space Hulk is one of, obviously, Abaddon's like Arcs of Omens, but this one is particularly infested with a demonic entity. So there's just like warp flesh moving through all the layers of this ship. So in the mission we're doing, it casts down their idol. I am going to be the attacker, and my Grey Knights are boarding this thing, and our goal is to just purge the like demonic flesh from this vessel, and yours is to keep it going and keep it active. To that end, we're mixing up all the tiles, and then we're going to flip them at the beginning of the first battle round, and there's an action that I can take, not an action. My Grey Knight, if a unit of mine ends within the engagement range of one of these tiles, I roll a die at the end of the turn, and on a 1 or 2, my unit takes a mortal wound. On a 3+, they burn the tile, they flip it, and it's no longer, the warp entity has been receded. So that's my goal, is to get to these and just burn the demons away. At the end of the game, I get 15 points for each demon hole that I've purged, and you get 15 points for each one that's still present.
And there's 4?
There's 6.
6?
Yeah, there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
When does it end?
5 rounds.
Okay, but basically, is that the only point system?
That's the only point system.
Okay, so basically, if you burn 4, you win.
I win. And...
Can you do that action multiple turns?
It's just if at the end of the... So let's see, it's on page 32. At the end of a player's turn, if they have one of our units within 1 inch of an infected warp tile, they can select one of those units to attack the mutant entity. So I can select one of those units to attack it. So I gotta go to town.
Alright.
But I mean, it sounds like if I have them next to multiple, but I only have 3 units, so you're gonna have time to take me away. And let's see, what else is with that? Anyway, that's it. That's the whole thing. I'll show you guys this in a minute to show you where deployment zones and stuff are. But yeah, list-wise, I'm bringing... I'm trying to make this work because Graham was saying earlier that Terminators are a trap in boarding actions. It's a lot of points invested in one little area. But I want to make it work. I'm bringing Simandus, new Simandus with his hammer, which is cool. And I'm giving him the Grey Knights upgrade. I get fancy upgrades.
I don't get upgrades.
Not yet. Oh, it's turned right to it. I am giving him... You don't have any demons in your thing, do you?
No.
Weird.
Not even in my codex.
Huh. Weird. Yeah, you're right.
No, demon prince.
You have a big old walkie dog.
That's a beast.
It's a demon. No, I'm a vehicle, but I got guns for hands.
Demon engines. I forget those are in this codex.
And I'm gonna do
Dogs.
Walkie Dogs. I don't know. I'm gonna do Sigil of Urgency. So Sigil of Urgency is like Sigil of Exigence, which you might remember from main game. Anyway, so once per game, when Simandus is targeted from a shooting attack, he can move 6 inches.
Wow, that's
That's
cool.
it. It's very cool. Simandus has 2 powers. He has Empiric Amplification, Zoop, and he also has... What are you looking at?
I'm looking up what the enhancements were. I forgot about this.
Oh, that's fair. You can just look in this book.
I can look on this website I've randomly uncovered that's not based in Russia.
Anyway, I'm giving him Empiric Amplification and also Warp Tide Shifting. And then I got 2 squads of Terminators. The Just Guard, each of them has a hammer. That's everything. What do you got going on?
Yeah, so I am bringing Sihathor. He is a sorcerer, although he counts as exalted right now because normally he's a sorcerer with Witch Warrior or Battle Psyker. I can't remember which one it is.
Never
but normally
remember
he's a
which
close
one.
combat one. But you can't take Legion traits, so I upgraded him to an exalted sorcerer for this because it gives him basically all of the functions of a Witch Warrior.
Cool.
The two up in the same number of attacks. He's rocking a Prosperine Kopesh. He knows the spells Doombolt and Swelled by the Warp.
Did Doombolt have an increased cost?
Damn. Still Warp Charge 5, kill a Terminator.
Fuck.
But Siathor is working with, or is part of Matsir's detachment of his cult. His part is part of the Cult of Mutation. So I do have Cult of Mutation, so it gives me the ability to warp doorways. Are the terrain features that I can pick.
That's so cool.
And then it selects one unit within 3 inches of the doorway, and that unit's movement speed is halved and subtracts 1 from its advance and
For
charge
the normal
rolls.
40k, he chooses a terrain feature, but since this whole thing is terrain features, you specifically have to choose like a door. That's really
And it's
neat.
basically the hatch erupts some tentacles that grab you and hold
That's
you back.
so cool.
So Siathor is bringing that to bear. He does have the close quarters killer, so he can reroll wound rolls on his attacks.
It's really good.
But he is bringing, he's assisted by 2 aspiring sorcerers, Zarapis, who is bringing a small contingent of 5 warp flamers. Zarapis, as always, knows the same spells he always knows, which is Smite and at this point it's Cult of Mutation spell. He normally knows Baleful Devolution, which can't be used against you because you don't have any units that are 10 or more. So I'm gonna
Nailed it.
You know what though? I'm gonna stick to it because narrative. That's what he knows. Zarapis knows Baleful
I
Devolution.
brought some hammers, but nothing you have has 3 wounds,
Well,
except
there
for
we
your
go.
main character.
And then so I'm gonna stick with it because narrative. And then Caliphus is also joining Siathor here. Caliphus knows Glamour of Zinch as well
-1 to
as -1 to all hit rolls. I also could not give Caliphus the Legion upgrade I normally get him, so he's not a protege of the Prophecyr currently. And it's not Matsir's protege and does not know Swelled by the Warp. I don't know why I'm telling you what things don't know. It's just important to me. So Caliphus
Your
is
narrative is really important.
Caliphus is Illusion. He's bringing 6 Rubric Marines, 5 of them with Infernal Bolters, 1 with the Soul Reaper cannon.
Cool.
Zarapis has a group of Warp Flamers. I'm also bringing 10 Zangers with Brayhorn and whatever the flag is called. And a Chaos Spawn.
Banner? Standard?
Yeah, it's got like a
Icon.
special
Oh, then you
name.
have a Chaos Spawn.
And a Chaos Spawn. Gribble, grabble, gribble.
What's their move?
Their move is 7 inches or 8 inches, something like that.
They're
Now,
great, though.
worth noting, they upgraded the base size of Chaos Spawn, and I have not had a chance to put my Chaos Spawn on new bases, so this guy is sticky tacked to a larger base.
I accept.
All right.
Neat. So what is this space Hulk that is infested with?
So
They call them not caretakers, but essentially like you know how Imperial vessels navigate the warp with an astropath.
yeah,
So with the space Hulks that Abaddon grabbed, he basically took a bunch of demons and bound them into sort of like one conglomerate that acts as the astropath for this thing, and its tendrils just sort of reach through the entire vessel.
Cool.
So there's this hideous psychic abomination of like a bunch of demons like amalgamated into the center of this thing, and so that's what we're here to fuck up with our swords.
the Silver Tower Almakhadie is sort of that same game, but it's just the Lord of Change trapped at the heart of it that
Yeah.
powers it. And actually, the whole reason Matsir's been sending people to these Arcs of Omen, it's not to help Abaddon as Black Crusade. I mean, like, it's Black Parade or Black Crusade?
Black Crusade.
Okay,
Black Parade is my kind of
to help him with his Black Parade. And it's actually because Matsir's been trying to possess himself with the Lord of Change Almakhadie, but retain all of his own consciousness because he wants to be a super demon prince.
It's a long game he's playing.
And that's basically that way I can justify using Magnus. That's his long game, and he's been sending people into these Arcs of Omen to try and figure out, or basically try and steal this warp power away, and like figure out what's Abaddon been doing to fill this shit with these arcs with, or these space hulks with chaos spawn.
So he sees he sees Abaddon's deal that he's brokering with Vashtor, the Arcathane, and he's like, how can I get in on that?
It's more
not be subsequent to, but not be subservient to either of them.
It's more trying to steal the secrets.
I see.
And so we're here studying how it's working, and then you're here trying to break it, and I'm just trying to learn how it works. You can break it when I'm done. In fact, we'll break it when we're done.
Yeah, we really don't want you to learn this.
Yeah, no, because that's.
So Simandus is here personally to stop the name of your sorcerer.
Sihathor.
Sihathor.
Tzii-Hathathor. Sihathor.
Of course, obviously. Excellent. All right, we're gonna jump into it. You know our lists and everything. I'll do a quick overview of the map, and then we'll just be good to go. We are deployed aboard this hideous, disgusting demon ship. My Grey Knights.
Pretty.
What?
I think it's a pretty demon ship.
You are wrong. These Grey Knights have deployed here, along with Grandmaster Simandus. We're moving towards these demon pits here. We're going to flip those over in a second, once we've determined who has the first turn, and we'll see what effects they do. Graham has deployed, very conservatively, his Thousand Suns back here, the Chaos Spawn up by this door here, and these, not Brayherd, what do you call them? Zangers right there. I did leave one of my squads of Grey Knights in deep strike, so they can come in 9 inches away somewhere. They're not technically in strategic reserves, so they don't have to deploy in my reinforcement zone. They can still use their teleport beacons to show up wherever they wish. So, just because I told you I'd show you guys this, these are my deployment zones. These are Graham's in blue. The green is where the demon tiles are. We're going to roll to see who is going to be the attacker, and then we'll reveal the demon tiles to see what they do. Kaka! Yes! Grey Knights. Kaka! You did it, 100%. All right, so you are going to have first turn.
I did a goof.
What'd you do?
Well, I should have put sorcerers here so I could shut you away on that door.
Too late, nerd.
No, I know, but I said I'd done a goof, not I made a good plan. Ha! You deployed more than 3 inches behind us, we're good.
Well, I had to because you have to deploy in
There
these
you go.
squares. All right, that was probably on purpose that they did that. Anyway, so reveal that. We'll see what's there. Flip. Also, you cannot end on these.
Do these have features to them?
They don't. They do not block line of sight, but they don't. You can't end on them. They do specific things though. Octopus tentacles. Octopus tentacles are flailing pseudopods. At the start of the movement phase, roll a d6 for each unit within 4 inches of and visible to it. On a 1 to 3, have the move characteristic of it. So there's a bunch of fucking tentacles coming out of there, and you might get grabbed by it. All right.
Is it from the center or from the tile?
From the tile itself.
Okay, so it's basically any adjacent tile.
Pretty much, yeah. 4 inches. All right. And then this one. This is Slaneshi Eyeballs.
Gross.
Slaneshi Eyeballs is hypnotic gaze. That's cool. When this warp-infected entity tiles turn face up, any actions being performed by units that are within 4 inches invisible of it automatically fail. Well, it's turned up at the beginning, so that doesn't do anything. While units within 4 inches invisible to it, the unit's controlling player cannot re-roll any rolls made for that unit or models in it. So within 4 inches of that, you can't re-roll anything.
Cool. Do we flip them all?
Yeah, we flip them all. Blades. Very corn. That is called Heaving Flesh, is this one. Each time an attack is made that targets a unit within 4 inches of and visible to this warp-infected entity tile, improve the armor penetration of that attack by 1.
Wowza.
Because there's Heaving Flesh.
Boosh.
More heaving flesh.
So that's a nightmare corridor.
Yeah, this sucks over here.
Which one is this supposed to be on?
It's on this tile. They're in the middle.
Oh.
Spider, thorny thorns, barbed maw tendrils. When the tiles turn face up, and at the end of the battle round, roll a d6 for each unit within 4 inches of. that unit suffers 2 mortal wounds on a 1, or on a 2 to 5, it suffers 1 mortal wound.
This corridor sucks.
Yeah, this whole area sucks. And then what do we got there? It's Chompy Mouth. Chompy Mouth is a diseased vent. Well, anybody's within 4 inches of it, subtract 1 from their hit roll. All right. Oof. So you're going to go first, my friend. Do you have any command phase stuff?
No.
All right. So again, my goal is to reach these and destroy these. If I destroy 4 of them, I win.
Doors open beginning of move phase or end of move phase?
So you move, and at the end of the move, when that unit's done moving, they perform an action and open the door. They can still shoot and charge after that. All right. Okay. We're going to have you move.
Turn around.
Thousand Suns, turn 1.
I opened some doors, and there wasn't any value of casting spells because there's nobody to see, and there wasn't any value to shooting because there's no one to see, and there wasn't any value to charging. Turn 1. I turn 1. I opened some doors, and this kind of chaos spawn glibble globbed out.
Yeah, so we did notice one thing, just for those of you who are learning the game. We noticed one thing in the rules. The action ends at the end of the movement phase, so you can't have somebody walk up, open a door, and then somebody else walk through it. You walk up, and you stay there, start the action. The action ends at the end of the movement phase, and the door opens. So, one thing has to happen. You're within 4 inches of these squigglies, so you got to roll a d6.
Squags! 1.
His movement is halved because he's grabbed by octopus arms. Don't do that again. So his movement is halved.
Though, which part's octopusing and which part's not?
Yeah, this is just a weird mess over there. All right, we're going to do Grey Knights turn 1. Grey Knights movement turn 1. He says walked up, opened the door. I always forgot to mention what Tide of the Warp I'm in. I am in the Tide of Celerity. Simandus rolled a 2 for his advance, but that counts as a 3, so he's there. Oh, we each have 3 command points now.
Dope. I thought it was 1 per turn.
1 per turn, so we each gain 1 on each of our turns.
Chill.
I also have nothing else to do. I guess I'll cast some Psychic Powers. We might as well Hammerhand here. Lovely. Hammerhand goes off. And then Simandus can't do eggs. He's going to do nothing. He's happy. Great. We'll do Thousand Suns turn 2. Thousand Suns turn 2. It's another fancy shuffle.
The Zingers have fallen back a little. Zarappa's got a 6-inch sprint with his Warp Flamers. So they ran forward and got squared up here, keeping these mawing tentacles out. I spaced them so that there was still, like, if somebody comes out here, I could still draw a line of sight and get to flame them. Zeothor stepped through the door and pulled it shut behind him.
So he just opened the door, let all his friends through, and then he closed it.
Meanwhile, Caliphus did the same thing. He pulled the door shut behind him. And actually, I'm going to cast a spell. Let's go into...
oh, wait, first we have to roll to see if that guy is stuck somewhere.
Was that end of movement?
End of movement,
All right. He kind of hobbled forward. He advanced to about here. And the tentacles...
Hey, the tentacles let go of him.
Slip free.
Grab his little tentacle token to throw on there.
Oh, yeah, bro. Caliphus, actually, as he sees the Zangers coming retreating back, he reaches out and creates an illusion that they're still standing here. As he's making a glamour of Zeech, it goes off. So they have -1 to hit rolls against them.
And notably because they're within range of the heaving flesh, if I make any attacks against them, they have +1 AP. Those guys, they're next to the chompy mouth, which means they have -1 to their hit rolls, but they're flamers, so they don't give a shit.
So the vent is blowing and just making the fires worse.
Gross. They are outside of 4 inches of this, so they're not getting mortal wounds from that.
Yeah, and I'm actually just making sure Casino's swelled by the Warp and Doombolt. Those aren't useful right now. And he's already magicked, and there's no value for you to cast magic yet either. Because that's just a risk of perils. And I don't have the ability to say no perils, please.
You have Kabbalistic Rituals, technically.
Yeah, but I don't have the ability to say, like...
oh, that's a stratagem.
Yeah, the stratagem. I can just auto-succeed on it, but I don't have anything to do with it. Oh, you know what I could do? I'm going to spend 4 Cabal points. Zarappas is going to reach out and try to get me a...
command point?
Command point.
5.
He gets me a command point. It's worth charge of 4.
Lovely. You go up to 5 command points. And then that was your turn?
Yeah.
And then you go up to 6 command points on my turn. We're going to go to Grey Knights turn 2. Grey Knights, turn 3. We had a cool scene over here, so we set up a little background for it.
These just resin bricks.
They're just resin bricks from the Ukraine. So, a couple of things have happened. These guys advanced forward. This is technically not an action doing this, so we can still advance, and then at the end of the turn, we'll see if we banish this thing. Simandus opened this door. He's going to obliterate this Chaos Spawn and then banish that Demon Pit.
For gratification, what I was going for was I wanted him to be like out of the way. I was trying to.
You were going to try to bar the door so that I couldn't get through.
I wanted the Beastman or the Chaos Spawn to be right here out of the way, so you had to spend a turn opening the door, but couldn't see him to charge. And then next turn I'd just stand in front of the door and go gribble, grabble, gribble. But and
because it has a higher strength, also it could have like blocked the door for me.
Thing?
Well, yeah. So if there's two models on either side, then and you want to open the door, you have to roll off, compare your strength.
That's cool as heck.
It's really cool. So
but
speaking of
the Chaos Spawn's grabbed by tentacles.
Grabbed by tentacles. Speaking of doors, for deep strike purposes, you still draw distance around everything. So these Grey Knights teleported in, and Serapis? No. Seathor. Feeling the like displacement of air as their teleport homers went off, he slammed the door shut, and you just feel just the reverberations in the wall as these Grey Knights in here. So unfortunately, because the action happens in the movement step of the movement phase, I can't open the door this turn, but I am ready next turn to obliterate him.
Yeah.
All right, and we're going to go right into the psychic phase. Very straightforward. We're just going to smite them. Ka-chow! Did it. D3 mortal wounds. You could, if you're within 24, you can deny.
Caliphus reaches into the warp,
He
and
does.
he feels that, and he snaps it clean in half. That doesn't count because it's out of the tub. 7, did I block it?
I got an 8.
Ah, magic.
All right, ka-chow. 2 mortal wounds to those zangers. Bzz, bzz.
You burst and pop this one and that one.
How many wounds does that thing have?
4.
All right, we're going to go for overkill. Simandus is going to cast Empiric Amplification on it. He gets it unless you'd like to deny.
Serapis stretches into the warp.
And he doesn't look like he can. He's just outside 24.
Come on.
I mean, if he's reaching from the unit, not the model, so then you got it.
No, it's from the model.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, only the model's the psyker.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
right,
I
fine.
put him in. I think because I put him in back.
Yeah. He's just outside.
Just outside. Okay.
Um,
But it's just from the model.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, for me, it's the unit. I guess my whole unit is psychers.
Mine's a bunch of sand golems.
Yeah. So he casts Empiric Amplification on that thing. So Nemesis weapons do +1 damage. So his hammer is damage 4 to it.
The thing is, it's just hanging out in the tentacle pit. You just have a chaos. I don't even know if this is part of my army. This is just a chaos spawn on the ship that you kick in the door and you just.
I empower my hammer to do extra damage against it. These guys, we're just going to cast Hammerhand because there's a good chance that we're going to get into combat next. All right, nothing. I can't open that door, so we're going to stay there because we want to banish that. Simandus is going to charge. Well, Simandus, yeah, we're going to fire some. Ooh. No, I'm not going to shoot at it because if I shoot at it, I can't get within engagement range of the tentacle pit.
Haha.
So I'm going to just. He powers up his hammer, he wields it in 2 hands, and he prepares to charge. Fuck you. Roar. Super eager. All right.
Has Simandus always had a hammer?
No, this is my newest model with him. You haven't seen my new model of Simandus?
Not in person.
Yeah, it's my new one.
Did he? What he used to have a?
He had a Custodes sword before that was
He had a gun sword.
Yeah, the Blade of Doom Mons.
Why does he no longer have the Blade of Dumb Men?
Because I thought it'd be fun to have a hammer.
I think it is cool.
Thank you. All right, he is going to obliterate this thing now. He gets 6 attacks, hitting on 3s because hammers are heavy. It's 2 misses. Strength 8.
T5.
T5, you say. That is 2 at AP 2, 4 damage each.
5 up T-shirt save.
Okay.
Wait, let me check to see if we didn't get the. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
He takes 8 damage.
Like flat damage, or
Well, he takes 4 damage followed by 4 damage. I think he's dead. It's a chaos spawn.
yeah.
And
Your
this is
leadership was temporarily one less.
oh, and this is Grand Master Simandus.
Yeah, I think your 200-point model beat my 21-point model.
That's all for that. So now I have to roll for each of these to see if I banish them. So it's on a 1 or a 2, my guy's taking mortal wound. On a 3+, we banish the tile. Yes! Die! So it just turns into an empty hole. Simandus, here. Come on, for the Emperor. Shit! All right, Simandus gets Gribby grabbed. Let's see if he takes it. He doesn't. Okay, he resists the mortal wound, but he has not banished this, so we might have to keep hanging out there. All right, that was my turn 3. You have to make a leadership save.
Oh, yeah. Lost 2. I think I have leadership 7.
Roll a 6.
Doesn't count because it didn't land in there.
Oh, damn.
3,
All right.
4.
Cool. We'll be back in your turn 4. Thousand Sun's turn 3. You've made a couple of choice movements. You backed him out of line of sight so that if I do open this door, we can't see each other over there. These guys walked over here and you opened that door. So now you have line of sight to my Grey Knights. Your Zangers here, though, they have walked up. They've advanced here. So you have no intention of charging me.
Oh, they've got like weapons braised and out, and they're like shouting insults, but they're holding the line.
Cool.
Basically, the goal being I can keep you away for a turn longer, because it's not like Zangers charging into Terminators is going to do much.
No.
But they can hold you for a moment and threaten you, and you're going to have to carve your way through them.
That's very cool. These guys here you've set to Overwatch, so
Yes.
when I open that door, you're just going to shoot through there.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Zeothor's kind of hidden over to the side here.
Yeah, we measured, and even if I open the door, I can't see him. All right, what are you doing for psychics?
I'm going to start with using all of my Kabbalistic rituals for Pact from the Beyond.
Okay.
In order to, which just auto casts at its minimum. Actually, this might be a bad idea. Let me check this one real quick. We are Cult of Mutation, which means it is. Oh, it requires a 6. I'm not going to do that.
Not going to spend all of your Cabal points?
He's going to manifest Warp Reality, which is a warp charge of 6. Gets it at an 8.
What does Warp Reality do?
I'm going to target this one. It's going to get Gribbly. Their unit's going to be, or speed's going to be halved.
I am going to
Minus 1 to charge and
deny that, and I get +1 to denies. I'm going to spend 1 of my 6 CP, go down to 5, and I'm going to re-roll that.
7 command points.
And I deny it.
Fine.
None of that for you.
So like the warp tentacles spawn and mutate out of that, and you carve them off.
We carve them off, and we specifically like our hexagrammatic wards we have all over us. We use it to resist this. Fuck off. How did it end up on the ground? All right.
There's nothing that he can do, and there's no other magics that he can do easily. So I'm actually going to have... Oh, no, sorry, actually, for his second spell, realizing that failed, he's going to channel this warp gas as it's pumping out into swelling Zarapis. He's going to swell by the warp Zarapis. I don't think that goes off at a 5. No, it doesn't. Require a 6. So I'm actually going to spend 5 Cabal points to put that to a 6, so it will work.
Ooh, I can't deny that. I've already denied.
All right, I'm down to 2 Cabal points, so those are useless
So he's
now.
swollen by the warp?
Yeah, so he has +2 strength, +1 attack. Actually, he's swinging pretty hard with that staff now. That's an S9.
Yeah, and no longer a Armor of Contempt world. That's still making me, that actually is affecting me, the AP on there.
Yeah.
All right, are these going to cast anything?
Yeah, so Caliphus has thrown open the door. He sees them over there. He's going to manifest my first smite of the game. Goes off at an 11. It is a modified 11, but that's still supers.
We're going to attempt to deny. No. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's an 11. God. That sucks.
And I spent all my Cabal points to get swelled by the warp to go off, so I can't boost this to 2d3.
D6 mortal wounds.
D6. I can't command fire roll that, right?
Nope. Does nothing.
All right. Well,
Entirely impotent over here.
he has no magic.
The sheer, just psychic and will fortitude that they have is impossible to overcome.
What is set to defend again?
Set to defend, you get +1 to hit in melee.
Oh, but they advance, so they don't have
Yeah,
that.
they can't do that.
All right. Well, I'm going to throw some bullets here, and that's going to call it. I've got my plasma pistol, but I think you're out of 12 inches, right?
Yeah, so primarily it looks like you just have the Hell Gatler.
And I think one of these guys was able to see before
Yeah,
I
yeah.
opened it through the door. So, 1 infernal bolt shot because we moved and it's outside of 12. It's a 3 to hit.
Okay.
And then wounding on a 4, no wound. And then the Soul Reaper, which is
Soul
5
Reaper.
at S6.
I was calling it a Hell Gatler. So that's
5 hits.
Okay.
S6, so wounding on 3s.
Wow, that was awful.
1 at AP3.
AP3, wow, that goes through. That is high AP. All right, so 1 wound goes through. I was expecting more, or I was expecting less.
I was expecting at least a little.
Why can't I get these
When I
dice
rolled
out?
5 hits, I was expecting more.
Yeah, all right. There you go. Cool.
I'm not doing any charges, and that is.
I would, if I had access to my regular stratagems, I could finally use the Exactor's stratagem and heroically intervene with this Terminator unit, which would have been really neat.
It would have been cool.
Okay.
That's end of my turn 3. Your turn 3.
All right, you could, if you want, destroy this or that.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do with them.
All right, we're gonna go to Grey Knights turn 3.
I should spend some command points.
So Grey Knights turn 3. Unfortunately, this was a smart move on Graham's part, just blocking these off. I might as well open that fucking door. Why not? We did it. All right.
So my zingers like roll around the corner to blocking it, and you just walk over and open the door.
One of my Grey Knights just opens the door, and then we're gonna destroy them.
Actually, though, you could charge through that door and here,
Oh, you're so smart.
and then basically say "fuck you" to me because I tried to hold.
No, that's really
I
cool.
tried to hold fucking Thermopylae, but there was a secret pass off to
Yes,
the left.
the goat path.
God damn it! And the goats are the ones who.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my god! Stupid door.
So you've set Overwatch. So I'm gonna open that.
Door and get 5d6 flames. Should have definitely given him the spell that boosts my flame.
Wait a minute. No, we're gonna go this way.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking that wouldn't work because I cut your.
But you opened the door.
Yeah.
All right, we're just gonna go this way. Shit.
Doors goof me. The doors need to be painted a brighter color. This is OP.
Yeah, I've painted some bright doors. The red. This one's like a greenish. I'm sorry, you can't see doors. Okay, we're gonna go to the psychic phase. Simandus is going to cast Warp. Shit. No, he's not. Yes, he is. No, we're happy in the Tide of Celerity. He's gonna stay there.
Plus, you said he doesn't have warp. You gave him teleporting.
Oh yeah, I changed that. Simandus is gonna stay there. These guys.
Fuck.
Smite. Hammerhand. All right, 7 if you want to try to deny it.
Yeah, Caliphus isn't feeling it. Hey, deny.
Oh god. All right, and then similarly, we're gonna cast Hammerhand here. I get it, just barely. 6. You know what?
You can cast the same spell twice?
Yeah, specifically like of my like Sanctic
Back in my
Display.
day.
Oh no, hubris. All right, I got an 8.
See a Thor, it's like, no! And then I command point reroll that. No, hey.
Damn. All right. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna go into my shooting phase. I don't want to shoot because I don't want you to remove all of these guys and make it much more difficult for me. We don't want to shoot because we similarly don't want that to happen. Storm bolters aren't going to do anything against you, and we don't want to waste our time. So I'm just going to go right into the charge phase. These guys are going to start charging. 1s and 2s count as 3.
Stupid fucking door.
I love it. We have to kill a significant amount of you. Okay, and these guys are going to charge them. Yes. Yes. It's so cool. All right.
Can you fight through hatches like that?
Yeah, so hatches do the same thing that barricades do, where it basically adds an inch on either side.
Bullshit.
Because you can't, like, stand in the thing. Okay. You have the CP to interrupt.
Sure do. Don't you get to swing first,
I get to swing first. I'm going to swing first right here. So it does mean, unfortunately... Ooh. I'm not going to get very many attacks.
Oh, because I didn't actually put myself up next to the wall.
Yeah, you had the one guy who was within engagement, which was necessary to open the door. But, so this guy can fight you because engagement range is extended, but the fighting in 2 ranks thing specifically says within half an inch of half an inch. So I can't do that. Did you know that Hormigants, the little Tyrannid bugs, they have the fighting in 2 ranks rule except it's 2 inches, which is super cool. Like they can they're leaping over each other. Anyway, so I only have one guy who can fight here, which Sook. And I think I'm gonna start with him.
Okay. That means I also only have that one guy gets to beat back.
Yeah, it's true.
Unless I pile in. Well, don't you get to pile in right now?
Yeah, but I can't fit through the door. My base is so big because I'm a Terminator. I can't fit in that space. So you have moved in a very unintentionally tactical way.
I intentionally was back so that I could shoot. I
Yeah.
Think about how it would provide me cover. Wait, are you? Oh no, the door was already open.
Yeah. I guess we're just gonna. I might as well start here. All right. I'll let you do that if you want. But here's a bunch of swingies. Hammer guy can't fight, so we're gonna do 3, 6. Where's the rest of my dice? Do something entertaining while I get dice. Thank you. Everybody loves that. Okay. So this is just a bunch of swords. I am going to spend one... no, I don't have my book stratagems, so I just have these. That's fine. All right, here we go. Hitting on 3s.
You don't got no hammer hands.
I know. Wounding on 3s because strength 5. Ugh. All right, 5 at AP 3.
You use that 5 up invuln. Zeech!
Wow.
Wow, Zeech favors these zangers because they were doing a trick.
They were doing a trick. All right, 2 of them die.
2 of them die.
You gonna kill Split Head Man?
Pile-in works.
You move 3 inches towards the closest enemy model. So if you kill these...
You'd have to move away from your goal.
Yeah, if I wanted to pile in.
Yeah, I guess you don't have to pile in. So it's a question of do I want to disengage you or not. Let me think about that. Do they have anywhere that they could go? They could run off to block Simandus, yeah. You kill my standard bearer and this one.
Harsh. I think I'm going to not pile in and let you just go that way because it's a risk. So we can either pile in, save the Grandmaster from getting assaulted, or we can let you go off and finish the objective. Simandus shouts over the Vox that he's still having trouble with this fucking thing, so he's commanding them, continue with the mission, purge the ship.
Think about how badly you just routed those zangers. They were holding the line, you kicked open the door, hit behind them, and now they're running away to somebody else.
Do you want to interrupt over here?
Yeah, I'm going to do it because I have command points. Is it 2 still?
2 still, yeah.
All right. I'm down to 6 command points.
Cool.
Which is somewhere on this dice. There we go. I'm going to punch twice.
Okay.
It's only the one punchy guy. Punch, punch.
You still ready? Oh.
1 hit. 1 wound. No AP.
Hey, he did
You
damage.
get kicked in the head with a soul reaper.
Ow. Okay. I will fight with them. So I've only got 3 strikes. Ha! 3s. Command point. Okay, so 2, dropped into 4. 2 at AP 3, 2 damage each.
2 at 3.
So 6s, sir.
5 up, invuln.
2 of them die.
Okay, so if I do clear him, you probably still can't fit in there, right?
I can fit 1. If you kill either of these guys, I can fit 1 Terminator base in there.
I was hoping to freely disengage without you being able to pile in. But I guess that doesn't math out if you...
Yeah.
I'm going to kill off these 2.
Ugh.
Oh, your AP was actually also increased because I was within an inch there.
It didn't matter because you were invulns anyway, but that's cool. That's cool. Heaving flesh. All right, you don't have to make a leadership for them. Do you have to make a leadership for them? 2 of them died.
Yeah.
So on a 6. Yeah. Okay, let's see if Simandus banishes that pit. Yay! Fuck you.
Hit.
All right. Sweet. We're gonna go to Saz's turn 4.
Shit.
Thousand Suns turn 4. I think I said last turn was turn 4. It was actually turn 3. But you've done a couple of things. These zangers.
Yeah, you had killed enough and you didn't pile in when they started to run. They sprinted down the hallway and pulled to an abrupt stop when they saw
Samandus
hanging out.
So they advanced that, and they're doing the same thing. They're going to block them off there.
Meanwhile, here, Zeothor threw this door open. Zarapis et al. Moved around the corner here.
They advanced.
They advanced, yeah. But they have flamers, so you're not going to get plasma pistols, but you'll get flames.
Graham considered slamming this door, but we would have had to make an opposed strength check. So instead, these guys fell back, so they can't cast any spells.
The real value to if I had slammed the door was I could have then either glamored that same unit and made them safe from or -1 to hit, or done this warp reality and trap their movement.
That would have been so neat. Slam the door and like tentacles come out of it, grabbing.
But not doing it. All right, so we are going to enter the Skykick phase now.
Okay.
Start with a Doom Bolt from Zeothor. That is a 9. No, a 10.
Well, I'm going to deny, I suppose. I think Simandus is in range. Somebody's denying.
Yeah, Simandus is in range.
I am going to drop down to 4 because I forgot I just gained 1 in your turn, and I'm going to re-roll that. Shoot, I got a 4 on both rolls.
3 mortal wounds to that unit, but I'm going to spend 5 Cabal points to boost it by a D3.
Ugh.
So you're looking at 5 mortal wounds to that unit.
God. I ignore 3 of them.
Oh my god.
Kills 1 dude and drops another to 2. That's super cool. So you've trapped me in like this like kill box here, pouring liquid fire all over me. But our armor holds strong.
I'm then going to manifest Smite. It goes off at a 5.
Okay. These guys are going to deny that themselves.
No, yes, they are.
6 because Grey Knights.
+1,
The Aegis holds strong.
All right. Zarapis is going to manifest Smite.
You
For
idiot.
5, it doesn't go off, so I'm going to command point reroll that down to 1.
No, that was your Cabal points. You had 4 here.
Into a 8.
I'm going to deny right here. None of that. Shame on you.
Right, so no bonus magic from me.
Okay.
I don't have enough points to do bonus. Glad I spent it on the Doom Bolt.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going into the fire round. Yeah, definitely should have taken the one that makes to where the strength of their flame is increased by 1. But we open up Warp Flame and just pour it into you. So it's 5d6 Warp Flames.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Ooh, yeah.
4, 10, 15, 18. I think that's actually about average.
18. Here we go. So these are wounding on 4s.
Jesus, if I had taken this.
Whoa, that was a terrible roll.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That was awful. You got 4.
Oh my god. This is not randomly. That's not random distribution at all.
Zinj says fuck you for
All
trying
right,
to weight the odds.
4
4 to AP2? 4s. Like, I do give a shit. All right, you kill another Grey Knight. Whoosh.
One of them's down to 2.
Yep.
All right, then I'm gonna hit you with a plasma pistol.
Gonna overcharge that?
Overcharge is 2 damage, or is it always 2 damage?
It's 2 damage. It's 1 damage normally, and then 2 damage.
Yeah, I'm
if you
doing
want
it.
Damn.
Hits. Strength 8. So
2s.
Wounds. AP.
Whoops. Looks like we're doing a command point reroll for the Emperor. Yeah.
So like the plasma shot hits, it starts to melt through the armor, but somehow he throws it off.
Yeah,
That's dope.
so it was the Crux Terminatus that saved him. So exactly that. The shard of the Emperor's armor in his shoulder.
Pretty dope.
All right.
That is my shooting phase, and I am not going to charge you because everything advanced or fell back. And it is. Oh, he can heroically intervene. Fuck. Oh man.
All right, here we go. Simandus is gonna
a few steps back.
swing 3 times or 6 times. I don't know why he's hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s because it's a hammer. All right, 3 wounds. AP a lot.
Bye-bye.
Wow, you soaked 2 of them.
You smush one with a shield. And fine, we're going to claw you back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attacks. 4, 8, 9. Ooh, that's a good number. Drawing 3s. Not awful.
4s.
Yeah, strength 4. 2 at AP 1.
They don't scratch his paint.
All right.
Cool.
I think no one of those hit on the armor. That scratches paint.
I just realized if I hadn't, it's too late. If I hadn't heroically intervened, I could have just walked over here and opened the door and did the same thing. Oh well. He's bloodthirsty. Okay. Wow. All right. It's gonna go into my turn 4.
Leadership check. We're not spooked.
Grey Knights turn 4. We move up to the heaving flesh, which sucks. But on a 3-up, we can banish that. These guys move through the doorway, and Graham realized if he hadn't fallen back, then he wouldn't have given me that opening. I was actually really hoping you were going to do that.
Yeah,
you did.
I fell back because I wanted to get a good chance to melt you, but I kind of lost sight of the goal was to keep you off the objectives. Frankly, it was Caliphus didn't want to sacrifice himself to stop you from.
We would have obliterated him in melee.
A bunch of self-interested sorcerers back here.
Yeah, and I rolled really hot for the saves on those.
Yeah.
And you rolled awful for that.
Oh my god, so bad.
So it was, it was a dicey moment, but we made it.
Huh.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go right into the psychic phase. He's gonna cast Fires of the Covenant. It's the Exactor's power. It goes off on a 10. Would you like to try deny?
Yeah. Xenothor
you have
doesn't
enough.
like you. No.
All right. So on 4-ups, your zingers take more
Wait, no,
wounds.
my grandpa.
Blah 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 blah. All right. Hey, Perils of the Deny. Oh yeah, we each went up a command point. Ugh, so many command points in boarding actions. All right, and then, yeah, 4 up, Singers take mortal wounds. They take 2 mortal wounds.
Oh, this spell, Gaze of Hate.
Gaze of Hate. All right, and then these guys right here, we're going to smite them. I got it with a 7.
Caliphus denies it. No, he doesn't. He's fine with it.
1 mortal wound. Ugh.
One of them plinks off a wound.
These are going to smite them. Nope. Okay. Shooting!
We cast Psychic.
Yeah.
This game.
It's interesting. We're at these smaller points levels, like, it really matters what we're doing. All right, we're going to just unload Stormbolters into them. I don't think you're within 4 inches of the snappy pits. No. Yeah, but I am. So I'm getting so AP against my guys because we're close to the Heaving Flesh is better. Oh, I meant to spend. That's too late. I have a cool stratagem in boarding actions called Nightly Communion. In my command phase, if I use it, then his aura can reach another unit somewhere on the board.
Yeah, you could have done that. There's no reason to have not done it, and we're swimming in command.
Okay, if you don't mind, he spoke over his Vox and told them to reroll 1s to hit.
That's cool.
So I had 2 1s there, so blah. One of them didn't
Plus, you
listen
can just
anyway.
go back and edit in the scene if you're declaring it.
That sounds like cheating.
Well, no, there's no posterity.
1, 2, 3, 3 wounds.
3 wounds
Yep.
on my,
And you're just saving on 2s.
all is dust.
Ah, idiot, die.
What is happening? This is not a good sign for my games to come.
And these guys, we're gonna. I think a few of us can see them. Looks like 2 of us. So we're just gonna shoot 8 bolters that direction.
Storm's Bolter.
Let's pick it. 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No AP, so 2s again. Hey, damaged 1. Okay, now we're going into the
Charge phase?
charge phase, and I will declare.
A Thumb War?
Actually, it depends. Can I do this action if I'm engaged? Yeah, I can. I'm going to charge them.
That you perform at the end of your
It's not an action technically. It's just at the end of the player's turn, if they have 1 or more units within 1 inch of a warp infected title, then they can fight.
Okay.
So I am going to charge them. Might as well. It's just better to get rid of your psychic powers.
And I couldn't have Overwatched for virtue of following.
No, because Overwatch is an action you do in the movement phase. So I move guys up here just to make sure that you stay within 1 inch. I'm going to switch that back because of the hammer. Hammer, stupid. We're just going to keep here. All right, great. And then Simandus is obviously engaged, and we're going to stay there. I'm going to start over here. So I got 6 swings with my. I got 6 swings with my sword. Rerolling 1s because Simandus over the box. Never mind. Strength 5, so winning on 3s. All right, 4 at AP 3 over there.
4 at AP3?
Yeah, so you're 5 up invulns.
Good.
Ooh, you saved 1.
Great. So you kill the one in the back. How much damage is it?
2 each.
Alright, Caliphus is gonna hold position.
So he may fight back if you wish.
I did not swell him by any
But
sort.
if you choose to fight back with them, then Simandus gets to fight first over there. Assuming you want to try to put some wounds on Simandus
I'm gonna
first.
do that.
Okay. Die, monsters.
God keys can bleed. Or maybe not. Actually. Force. 2 at AP1.
Oh, they do 2 damage to him. All right, he goes into 4.
You like hook him with the hooked blades down, and then like
Just
Sokaz or whatever is up above him with like the big spiked maul to swing it down, crushing the helm.
Cool.
And then you're probably gonna.
hitting on 3s. Oh, that was terrible. All right, 2 wounds at AP.
Oh, that's
All right, 1 more dies.
favors as you just blast this guy apart. Zinch favors
You got split head there still,
yeah,
right?
the Twizbray.
All right, then you can fight back over here.
Fight back. He swings his force staff wildly into them. 2 hits. 2 wounds, AP1, D3.
Ooh, I take 1. Ooh, it's the
Terminator.
biggin. Yeah, you kill a Terminator.
Wounded 1.
Oh, yeah, the wounded one. That's right.
Brings one
Very
low.
cool. Okay, so you gotta make 2 morale checks there and there, because he lost 4 this turn.
He's immune to morale.
What?
His golems fell down. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Reverse
All
and scarabs are immune to morale.
Well, they gotta.
I think technically the golems. I would never kill the sorcerer before the golems because that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Why would he throw bodies in front of himself? They lost 4? No, 2 this turn.
No, they lost. Well, they lost 3.
because they lost 3 last turn.
And then they lost 3 this turn from my psychic power.
Oh yes, there's 5 down.
Get out of here! So one of them flees, then you got a 1 or a 2, and he
Braidhorn
flees.
isn't comfortable
Oh.
staying.
So on a 1 or a 2, he flees. Get out of here!
Yeah, that's fair.
That
You
makes
just
sense.
Scamper off down the corridors.
All right.
They haven't demonstrated much courage this game.
Then we got 2. We got 2 very important rules. Let's see if this is banished. It is.
All right, and this is the game decider.
This is the game decider. So if I
Banished on a 3-up.
on a 3-up, so 1 or a 2, I don't banish it. Oh, there it is. So even if you manage to like rid us from these corridors, we have banished the foul beast. We've repelled it into the
I'll be
depths of
honest,
this ship.
I haven't lost shit, so we spend our turn running off.
The sorcerer. All the sorcerers survived.
You didn't
Oh,
lose
that's
shit.
super thematic. Yeah, you didn't lose anything of importance. That's awesome. That was super fun. I really enjoyed that.
That was a very fun, because I mean, I didn't start attacking until turn 3.
Yeah,
And
same.
it wasn't like, oh, you lost because of that. It was like, oh no, I'm actively trying to block him on pathways and made a choice here to see, oh, I can probably kill that unit so I can focus in over here.
Yeah.
I didn't succeed.
I thought that was really smart what you did with your Zangers. I honestly, because I started here and have a 5-inch move, I was like, I'm fucked. I'm going to get to this one and then just stay there. But I managed to
What would
like...
have been helpful is if I had a Psyker unit here for the door
yeah.
open and mutate you, so bet you could just spend a few turns walking a few feet, and that's about it.
Yep. And the deep striking. That was very cool.
Yeah, the deep strike, because my goal was to hold here.
Yeah.
And like warp flames come out here, but then you deep struck back there, and it was like, shit, I gotta do here. And then I threw that door open, and you just gave
I didn't
up.
realize that until the moment I was here, because I was like, shit, I'm just going to have to weather all that fire and push through and hope to get... Wait a minute. They opened the door from... Fuck you!
Definitely some door play that needs to be a little tighter.
Yeah. That was super cool, though. I really want to go through and try a few more of these missions.
Yeah.
So they have 6 of these missions with the
play the
warp
rest of
tiles in
them.
here. Yeah, let's do another one of these, and we'll think of a narrative around it for the next
right
one.
now.
I got to go to the gym with
Go
you.
to the gym, that's lame. Let's play the video games.
I want to go to the gym. I have to go to the gym. All right. Well,
Just
thank
know
you.
that you're not getting content because he doesn't care about you. Gamers or whatever, boyfriends, whatever he called you.
I don't want to call my
Battle Brothers.
Battle.
yeah. He doesn't care about his wise magisters. All right?
Those are the fellows of One Less Kopesh. All right. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I had a lot of fun with this one. I would love to do a follow-up game with
Yeah,
this
these are
soon.
very fun.
All right. Now I have to clean up all this before we open the store. All right. See you next week, everybody.